This video will explain how to access the SWIS Behavioral Referral System. Before you are able to enter any information into the SWIS system, you will have to set up your username and password. Every person in the district should have received an email from PBIS apps in order to set up their username and password. Once you've done that, what you'll do is you'll go to the Bark River Harris Schools homepage, which looks like this, and you can go under the For Staff tab and go down to Student Success. Here you'll see a number of resources, but you'll want to click on SWIS, School-Wide Information Systems, and here you'll be able to enter in your school email address and the password that you set up. For the purposes of this demonstration, what I did was set up kind of a dummy account so that I could show you what this looks like. So once you have your username and password, you'll click Login. And then, because almost everyone within the district is set up to just have referral entry only access, you'll probably start with just one school. But I do have it set up so that everyone in the district has access to enter behavioral referrals for both schools. So depending on the student that you have, you'll click the appropriate school. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I'll click on Bark River Harris Elementary School, and then that referral will generate. And so I'll need to know if it's a major or a minor. So I'll click on the appropriate type of referral. All of the students within the district are within the system. If for some reason you notice that a student that you need to do a behavioral referral is not in the system, perhaps they came later and they haven't been entered in yet, please make sure to go ahead and let me, Christina Hansen, know right away so that I can get them into the system. So you'll enter the student's name, and then you'll select their grade. If they are a student with an IEP, that should automatically generate here. And then you don't need to click your name because that will automatically generate. You'll select the date of the incident, the approximate time. They do have them set up in 15-minute increments, so whichever is closest to the time that it happened. You'll choose the location. Excuse me. You'll select the problem behavior, the perceived motivation, so why did they do what they did, who else was involved, the action that you took. Remember, because I selected minor behavior or a minor referral, this is something that each of the staff members will generate on their own. A bus suspension isn't something that a staff member can generate. That needs to come from an administrator. Out of school suspension, in school suspension, those aren't things that staff members can take care of on their own. That is something that would require an administrator to give out as a consequence. So make sure that you check what's on that minor referral form as a staff consequence. And then seclusion and restraint, unless you are trained, you shouldn't be secluding or restraining a student. If for some reason it's an emergency thing, like a student was going to run into the middle of the highway, that is something obviously that would be an exception to that rule. And then you would send for review. And then the people that are indicated in the system would get to see that referral right away. So that is how a person would enter a referral into the SWIS system.